Happy Friday, ladies. Coach Kate here with your daily burn for day 12, and we've got some really good exercises for you today. So listen up, be sure you are listening to all your cues and also listening to your body. Get in tune with those glutes and try and feel what sides of the glute should be working, which muscles are you using, and really get in tune with your body today, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is an elevated glute bridge. So hope you like my little hamper here. That's going to be my elevation for today. So I'm going to be in the glute bridge position with my heels elevated on the basket, okay? My butt is pretty close to the basket. I don't want to be way out here because that'll engage my hamstrings, all right? So I stay nice and close to the basket, putting all my weight in my heels, squeeze my booty before I leave the ground, come all the way up, belly button to spine, 2-second hold, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, come right back down, right? We're gonna do 20 of these. Hold 2 counts, squeeze those cheeks as hard as you can, come right back down, okay? We've got 20 reps of the double leg, then we're going to single leg as well. So 1 leg at a time, 1 leg up, coming all the way up, making sure that lower back is not arching, pushing through that heel again. If you wanna make it a little bit easier, go ahead and get rid of that basket and just do these guys off the floor, okay? That will make it much easier on you. Just be sure you're keeping that weight in your heel, okay? And really squeezing that butt cheek. We're doing 15 to 20 reps on each side on this one as well. So 15 elevated from the glute bridge position, and then 15 to 20 each side for the single leg glute bridge, okay? 2 to 3 sets there, 2 to 3 minute rest in between. Our next superset is going to be our seated clams plus a quadruped hip circle, okay? So, seated clams. All right, next we've got our seated clams. I'm gonna put this guy right around my knees. Sorry if my head pops out of the picture, but I wanna be able to get this next exercise to you as well. So, this band's going right around my knees. As you can see, I've got a pillow underneath me because this ottoman wasn't quite tall enough for me. When you're sitting down, your knees should be right at your hip level, okay? You don't want to be too high and you don't want to be too low, okay? So get something to sit on that's right about knee to hip level, all right? I'm gonna put this right around my knees. Now this band's not extremely tight. I'd like a little tighter one for my reps. You're gonna sit up nice and straight, ribs over hips. We're pulling out here in the outer range of motion, okay? Don't come all the way in, rest, and then try to go out again, okay? That'll just relieve tension on the glutes, and that's not what we want, all right? So stay in this outer range of motion, doing 50 to 100 reps here, okay? Just till it's burning really, really good, all right? Those are your seated clams, okay? The next superset exercise is going to be a quadruped hip extension hip circle. So I'm going to reach out my knee here, and then I'm gonna make a little circle. As big as I can get it. Obviously my hips are not as flexible as they need to be. I'm working on that, but this is the range, or the motion that you need to have, okay? Get as big a range of motion as you can without bringing your back into it, okay? Belly button to spine the entire time. Nice big circles with the knee, all right? You're gonna go 15 one direction, and then 15 back the other, okay? The other direction feels a little weird. But 15 each way, each side on those, right? So 50 to 100 clams, and then 15 each side on your hip circles. That is superset number 2. Superset number 3, we're doing a fire hydrant with a frog leg raise. So the fire hydrant, again, we're down in quadruped position, tabletop, hands under shoulders, hips over knees, okay? I'm gonna keep my back nice and tight, nice and level, nice and straight here. Then I'm gonna pull my knee up as high as I can without rotating my hip out, all right? So pull that knee up, squeeze for a couple seconds, and come right back down. Again, we are not rotating out at the hips, okay? That's not doing our glutes any good if we let our hips come open, all right? That actually goes into our hip flexors when we do that, okay? So make sure you keep your hips facing the ground at all times, and you're pulling straight out with that knee. This is for the gluteus medius and minimus, okay? Those abductor muscles pulling your leg away from the midline of your body. All right, we are doing 30 reps on those on each leg, okay? The last exercise in our third superset is a frog leg raise. Now this one's a little more difficult. I'm doing this one for my physical therapy. I'm gonna take a pillow and I'm gonna smush it down so I can get a little bit more range of motion, and I'm gonna put my hips right on top of it. Then I'm gonna take my hind leg here and put my toe against the calf of my other leg. And then I'm going to keep my core nice and tight, get ready like somebody's getting ready to punch you. And then you're gonna try and lift your knee off the ground with your butt, okay? So just raise that knee as high as you can, okay? If you need to, reach back and touch that glute. Make sure it's the one that's doing the work, lifting that leg up, okay? It's not a big range of motion, and that's okay. Obviously, my external rotators are not very strong, and that's just fine, okay? I'm working on it. So you're doing 30 reps on those as well. And that's your final superset for the day.